They keep telling you Israel's America's closest ally. Maybe you believe it. Let's look at the record, because the record tells a different story. And this is where it gets heavy. Let's start in 1967. The United States Navy ship USS Liberty, in international waters off the coast of the Sinai Peninsula. It's an intelligence vessel. It's flying the American flag. Israeli aircraft had flown over 6 times that morning in clear visibility. They knew exactly what they were looking at. At 3:05 in the afternoon, Israeli jets opened fire. They strafed it with cannons. They hit it with rockets. They dropped napalm on the deck. Then Israeli torpedo boats moved in and finished the job. 34 American sailors were killed. 171 were wounded. Israel said it was a mistake. The NSA's director of operations at the time said, and I'm quoting directly, "I'm willing to swear on a stack of Bibles that we knew they knew." That record remains classified to this day. A U.S. Navy intelligence analyst named Jonathan Pollard starts meeting with Israeli agents every 2 weeks. Hundreds of pages of classified material smuggled out in a suitcase at a car wash. Over 18 months, he stole an estimated 1 million documents. In his own words, "If I could see it and touch it, you can assume I got it." What did Israel get? America's satellite intelligence, Iraq and Syrian chemical weapons programs, Pakistan's nuclear program, Soviet submarine tracking methods, the PLO headquarters, which Israel promptly bombed. Some of it is believed to have been traded directly to the Soviet Union by our closest ally. Pollard served 30 years, moved to Israel, and is now running for Israeli parliament. The same year, a man named Robert Maxwell flew his private jet into Albuquerque, New Mexico. Maxwell was a British media tycoon, and according to sworn testimony from a former Israeli intelligence officer, a Mossad asset. He was carrying software from Promise, stolen from an American company by the Department of Justice. Federal courts later ruled that the DOJ took it through trickery, fraud, and deceit, but Mossad had modified it first. A hidden backdoor that was engineered to disappear if anyone was looking for it. Maxwell sold that backdoor software to Sandia National Labs and Los Alamos National Laboratory, the 2 most sensitive nuclear weapons research facilities in the United States. If that's true, Israel had a backdoor into America's nuclear arsenal. This is where it gets heavier. Jump to 2021. Apple warns U.S. Embassy officials their iPhones have been hacked. Military-grade spyware. First confirmed case of U.S. officials targeted by Israeli spyware. The Biden administration blocked the NSO Group. The NSO Group formed a shell company, kept selling to U.S. clients anyway. In 2025, U.S. military personnel stationed inside Israel found communications intercepting software installed on their own phones while standing on Israeli soil. 2 weeks ago, June 5th, 2026, NBC News and the New York Post reported the Pentagon's Defense Intelligence Agency raised its counterintelligence threat for Israel to critical, the highest designation in the system, higher than any other U.S. ally, higher than some adversarial states. Targets include Trump's chief Iran negotiator, Steve Witkoff, and the Pentagon's top policy official, Eldridge Colby. One senior U.S. official called it unhinged. And here's the part that most people missed. While all this was happening, the man at the top was losing his patience in real time. Go back to 2020. Netanyahu congratulated Joe Biden's election win while Trump was still contesting the results. Trump's response on the record, "I haven't spoken to him since, fuck him." Fast forward to September 2025. Israel strikes Hamas negotiators inside Qatar, a U.S. ally, without telling Washington first. Trump to his own aide about Netanyahu, "He's fucking me." He had been seething for weeks that Netanyahu wanted a battlefield win in Gaza, while Trump wanted a ceasefire. He still didn't use U.S. leverage over arms raid, kept backing him in public anyway. This is where it gets heavier. Then came the phone call. Trump pushing Netanyahu to hold off on a major raid in Beirut. According to officials briefed on the call, Trump told him directly, "You're fucking crazy. You'd be in prison if it weren't for me. I'm saving your ass. Everybody hates you now. Everybody hates Israel because of this." A second source said Trump separately yelled at him, "What the fuck are you doing?" And just months before that, standing on the White House lawn after declaring an Israeli ceasefire, Trump didn't hide it from cameras at all. Furious on camera, he told reporters Israel and Iran had been fighting for so long they don't know what the fuck they're doing. He said he wasn't happy with Israel 4 times in the same breath. So here's what we know for certain. Israel attacked a Navy ship, killing 34 American sailors, wounded many more. Israel ran a spy inside the Pentagon who stole millions of documents. Israel apparently placed a backdoor inside America's nuclear weapons lab. Israeli spyware used against U.S. diplomats and U.S. military on Israeli soil. The Pentagon now rates Israel higher than an espionage threat than some of America's enemies. And the President of the United States, the one writing the checks, vetoing the UN resolutions, calling them family, has cursed Netanyahu out in private and public, repeatedly. We send them over $3 billion a year. We call them our closest ally. And behind closed doors, even our own president doesn't fully trust them. Nothing I said on this channel is a secret. You can Google and find everything I said. Let me know what you think in the comments. Are you where yet?